I remember early on in this journey, I was trying to think about evangelism. And of course, I had already had thoughts about evangelism over the years before, how to lead people to Christ, what to say, how to consider where they're at, and all the rest of it. And I came to the realization that I had learnt about evangelism over all these years from people that were not leading people to Christ themselves. Then I thought, that's weird, isn't it? But it was very, very, very true. And there were many Christians who were fantastic at so many things in their Christian walk. You know, like I was very, very good at many things in my Christian walk. But regarding evangelism, they hadn't led people to Christ in several years. But I was taking my wisdom, my advice, my lead from them. That seems a bit crazy, doesn't it? You know, it's a bit like if I want to learn to be a mechanic, and so I get taught by someone that's never taken an engine apart, that's never worked on a car. It's just like ridiculous. So then I started to look at people that have lived experience of successful evangelism. And doesn't matter who they are. So I used to try to listen to them by, going to meetings or services. I used to try and read books, but I would only read books about evangelism written by people that actually were leading people to Christ. And it doesn't matter how big the speaker was. So sometimes you can get very articulate speakers, very good speakers, very gifted speakers. But if they spoke about evangelism, but they did not have their own stories about leading people to Christ, then whether they were a great leader, a bishop, whatever, I listened to them, I learned from them, but my goodness, the focus of my learning was on people with lived experience. That was a huge help to me.